What's good, y'all? I'm here to talk about Subriel Matias and pretty much I'm just going to touch on what was said, what he said about Teofimo Lopez and, like Devin Haney, Regis Prograis. I don't know what y'all think about this dude, but I feel like this dude should be given a lot more credit than what other boxers are giving him. Like, I was just watching the Prograis podcast, and they kind of just sweep this dude under the rug, kind of. Like, Porter just, all due respect on his opinion about Subriel Matias, because he's got him under Haney. But to tell you the truth, Haney's new at the division, so I wouldn't rank, my personal opinion, I wouldn't rank Haney above Subriel Matias, because at 140, he don't even have a fight at 140. He's fighting Regis, so we got to see how he does against Regis. And to me, Regis, I kind of agree with what Devin said about Regis. Like, all Regis is doing is setting you up for his big left hook, or just his left hand in general. That's all he's got. You know what I mean? He does all right, like jabbing, but his jab is really to set you up. You know what I mean? It's to put himself in position to hit you with the left hand. Anyway, to me, Regis Prograis ain't all that great. He's decent. He's got decent power. You know what I mean? That's what boxing's all about anyway. It's a puncher's game. And Regis is a good puncher. Other than that, he's not such of a great boxer. When he fought Danielito Zorrilla, I thought Zorrilla won. I thought he edged it out, to be exact. I thought he won 7-5. He just simply outboxed Regis Prograis, and I think Regis Prograis was gifted that win. I watched it like 3 times. Zorrilla outpointed him. You know what I'm saying? When you outpoint somebody in boxing, he did boxing 1-on-1, hit and not be hit. And he won most of the rounds. He beat Regis. And he knocked him down. And then he didn't get credit for that. He hit him with a straight, was it the second round? It might have been the first round. I don't even remember. But he hit him with a straight right hand, and then Regis hit the ground afterwards. He looked like he tried to hug him to stay up. That should have been a knockdown. That was a clear knockdown. Anyway, Haney, these dudes are going to suffer if they fight Subriel Matias, all right? The only dude that I give a chance on beating Matias is Teofimo Lopez, because of his attributes. You know what I'm saying? He's athletic. He's got the speed. He's very athletic. He's got power. He knows how to punch. I think Teofimo is actually a great puncher because he could punch. So I give him the greatest chance at 140. I give him the best chance on beating Subriel Matias. Do I think he's going to beat Subriel Matias? I don't think so. I think it's going to look like every other fight because I don't know if y'all saw my other video. I talked about the whole undercard on what the fuck, Andrade and David Benavidez. Let me sit down. I gave my take on Subriel Matias and his career. Now, he ain't fight. Like, he's fought some serious dudes. They're just not known. But these dudes, like, if you see them, these dudes can fight. You know what I'm saying? They ain't no pushovers. Like, these dudes are legitimate. They're decent boxers and fighters. You know what I mean? And that's why I give Matias a lot of credit, because Ergashev, like I said, he's got speed and he can crack. He was pretty much like, I wouldn't compare him to Teofimo Lopez, but they have some similarities. Like, I feel like, I don't think Teofimo has more, well, he's a better puncher than Ergashev, but I don't think he has more power. You know what I mean? He don't hit harder than Ergashev. Ergashev can crack, bro. That motherfucker could crack. And he ain't even have enough to hurt Subriel Matias. You know what I'm saying? Subriel Matias, I feel like mentally, nobody's gonna beat him mentally. And we all know, any boxer will tell you, I feel like boxing is like 90% mental and then 10% physical. You could even give it a higher percentage than that. And mentally, you ain't cracking Subriel Matias. And we all know Teofimo Lopez has some cracks mentally. You know what I'm saying? But he did, you know, he went through his shit. I feel like he has the best resume at 140. So really, I'd put him at number one at 140, and I'll put Regis behind him. But Regis has been at 140 a lot longer. Damn, it's cold. He has been at 140 longer than Teofimo. But to me, the way I rank people is by how good they are. And since Teo's at 140 and beat the dude that beat Regis, I put him at number one. And based on his resume at 135, I know it's a whole different division, but I think Teofimo, in my opinion, will beat Devin. But we do got to see Devin at 140. So I'm not going to say all that. So after this fight, I'll make a video after he fights Regis, and then I'll give y'all my opinion on that and my expertise in boxing. But man, nobody's giving Subriel Matias the credit. See, if anything, I put Subriel at number 3. You know? But I do think he beats Regis. I think he beats Devin Haney. I don't think those dudes really want none with Subriel Matias. He ain't just a come forward. I mean, he does come forward, but he want to fight. You know what I mean? He knows how to get in the inside. He can box, but he just chooses not to. He'd rather fuck you up. And he's got power, and he's got a great chin. He could take a punch. You know what I mean? Teofimo, the way he just undermined him, which I get, because Subriel Matias called him a coward, because he tried to make the fight. But these guys won't respond to him because, I mean, that says a lot. So think about it. These dudes, they don't want none. They don't want none with Subriel Matias. Matias is a fucking problem. Devin ain't the problem. Subriel Matias is the problem. Ain't nobody gonna beat him. I don't think anybody. The only guy that has a chance is Teofimo Lopez, based on the style and his attributes. He's got power. He's fast. He can move in and out. He's a great boxer, great puncher. You know what I mean? Is he a better puncher than Subriel? I don't know. Not in the inside. You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen Teofimo Lopez fight in the inside. I don't think he can fight in the inside. He showed like little flashes, but he's comfortable in the outside. So he's more like a. That's why I was saying to other people that when we have conversations, Regis and Teofimo Lopez have a similar style because they're like a mid-range to more of a long-range fighter. That's where they're comfortable at fighting. They can't really fight in the inside. And Subriel Matias is a destroyer in the inside. He's there, he's gonna fuck you up, bro. These dudes ain't got what it takes. And it's like I said, what I meant to say is mentally, these dudes mentally ain't prepared. I think he beats everybody at 140 right now. If Tank goes up in weight to fight him, that'll be a really good fight. But I think he'll eventually walk down. I think he walks down Gervonta Davis. I don't know, because Davis could box, he could punch, but I don't think he could fight in the inside like Matias. I mean, Tank could fight in the inside, but I think Matias is just gonna be too big, too strong for Tank if they fight. Tank could crack, but I think Matias could take Tank's power. That's just it. I think everybody at 140, Matias would be able to take their power, but I don't think they're going to be able to take Matias's power. Like, we already seen. I don't like to base fights like that, but we have seen Lopez floored. Haney, I don't think Haney's ready, my opinion. Based on two of the fights, like with him and Jojo Diaz, I didn't see such a great Haney in that fight. And Lomachenko, I thought out of anybody or everybody, I thought he actually beat Lomachenko because he won the first 6 rounds, hands down. Like, Loma just didn't do enough to take those rounds. You know what I mean? Yeah, he looked good. He threw some combinations, but he did it too late. You know what I'm saying? If he did that shit from the beginning of the rounds all the way to the end, then he would have beat Devin Haney. But Haney won all rounds 1 through 6, and then he won round 12, hands down. So whoever says Lomachenko beat Haney, nah. You can argue a draw, but he did not beat Devin Haney. He didn't do enough to beat Devin Haney. I thought Devin Haney skated out with that, man. Barely won, but he won. Yeah, Subriel Matias. Ain't nobody gonna beat him. Not at 140. I think he takes 140. I think he's built to go up to 147, probably even 154. He's 5'9", strong as fuck. He also has the physical attributes. He's quick. He's very fast. He's very strong. And he does show signs that he could box. He has boxing ability. He has good head movement. His footwork ain't the best, but it's actually exceptional. It's actually good. It's good, but it ain't. There's some flaws that he has in his footwork, but it ain't enough to where everybody right now at 140 is gonna take huge advantage of that, because Haney's footwork ain't all that good either. What people give him credit for, they say, oh, he can move, he can do that. But his footwork in the inside game, it's not good. It's not good at all. And we saw that in the Jojo Diaz fight. And we saw that in the Lomachenko fight. I mean, I saw it in the Kambosos fight. Like, his footwork isn't that good in the inside. You know what I'm saying? Haney's comfortable in the outside. He's more of a long range. He's okay in the mid range, but once you get in the close range, it's over. And he's not gonna be able to. He cannot. He ain't got it. He ain't got what it takes to keep Matias in the outside. You know what I'm saying? From recent fights, I don't know how he's gonna look at 140. I mean, he looks strong. He looks physically in shape, but he always does. You know what I'm saying? Boxing, power comes from technique. You know, and he just ain't got the technique for power and the footwork, because it's all about foundation, and your footwork is your foundation. You know what I'm saying? Footwork gives you balance. Balance equals power, you know? So when you got a good foundation, meaning in your footwork, you're going to have power. You know what I mean? And that's why Haney looks the way he looks at sometimes, and people criticize him. But Haney is a fucking wonderful athlete. He's a great athlete. Teofimo Lopez is a great athlete. Prograis is all right. I'm not going to say he's a great athlete because, I mean, he's an athlete. Everybody in boxing is an athlete. It's a sport. People fucking fight. Athlete. Athletic. But when you separate their athleticism, you got Teofimo and Devin Haney are at the top at 140. Subriel Matias is a great athlete on top of his style of fighting. He's tougher than they are. He's mentally stronger than they are. So that's why I say nobody beats Matias at 140. Remember, 90% mental, 10% physical. That's just how it is, boxing. And mentally, like I keep stating, mentally, he's just better. He's not... They're all flawed, all right? But Matias, they're just not going to win. He's too good. His defense is better than what people give him credit for. He's defensively better than any of those guys, than those three guys that I just mentioned. He's just better defensively. He's tougher, mentally tougher. He's stronger than they are. You know what I'm saying? He's quick. He's just as quick as they are. Yeah, based on those things, nobody beats Subriel Matias. And I want to know what y'all think about that. I know I don't make too many videos, but yeah. Let me know what y'all think, man. Subriel Matias, underrated. People don't give him credit for his skills. I think he's got skills. I see the skills. He's got skills. And then he's tougher than these guys. He's tougher. He's stronger. He's just as fat. He can compete with them at an athletic level. You know what I mean? So, just saying that, and then his aggression, his accumulation of punches. I don't know if y'all seeing him, but he cracks. Every punch he throws, he cracks. Every single punch he throws, he's cracking you. And it's not even, and he don't even throw it with full power. It's more like he's using like 50% power on every punch, and he can keep that pace, and not many dudes can keep up with that pace. So you know he's going to be in great shape. And he's from Puerto Rico. So you know he's eating good. He don't really eat garbage. You know? And your physicality, I'm not going to say relies on your food, but is a reflection on what you eat, on how you take care of your body. And Puerto Rican food, some of the best food on earth. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, just let me know what y'all think. Subriel Matias, I think he takes over the 140 division. The only guy I give a good chance to beat Subriel Matias is Teofimo Lopez. Let me know what y'all think. JDL Boxing, I'm out.